So, I know you guys won't be able to see me that well in a hot minute, but I just got out of class. I'm done for the day. As you can tell, it's clearly dark outside. It's 8:38, almost 8:40. I know it's like you guys really won't be able to see me unless I can come across a light like that. Oh, that scared me for a second. There was a car that just like went along a road closed sign, and it's like right before the curve. I thought it was, or after the curve. I thought it was before the curve, thinking that I literally couldn't take that road. Kind of scared me. But excuse me, today has been a crazy busy day. Nobody's gonna go. I'm gonna go. And because I literally stayed up all freaking night doing homework that I didn't actually have to do, because for my psych class, I missed Wednesday's class last week because I had the Pentatonics concert that I went to. And for one, oh my god, they were amazing! Seriously phenomenal. 10 out of 10 on that group. And plus Callum Scott and Echo Smith, oh my gosh, fell in love with Callum Scott. I literally have, I made a playlist of his music. And he is freaking phenomenal. He's seriously, his music's so peaceful and it's just gorgeous. If you guys don't know who Callum Scott is, seriously look up one of his songs, You Are the Reason and Dancing on My Own. Those are beautiful songs. Are you gonna wow, you are so lucky I saw you. Sorry, this person just says pull out in front of me. But yeah, I went to the concert, so I missed the class, and the assignment we were given was pre-project information. It was basically we just had to go onto a database website, and she had to make sure we knew how to use it, so we'd have to just submit a link. And I didn't understand that, so I actually did the project that's due later on in the semester, which was find 5 sources for fudge, I don't remember. It was for extroversion. It was and it was a really, really tedious project because it's supposed to be a project, not just a regular assignment. And I literally spent, kid you not, 7 hours on this assignment. Wow, you took a really wide turn, bud. But yeah, I spent 7 hours on the assignment, project thing, whatever you want to call it. And I'm really upset because all we had to do was send her a link and not do the actual thing, because that didn't come across to me on the website, on our school website stuff that we use. And I basically did the whole project in one night. And she mentioned it because I went in to meet with her before class to make sure I had the notes or had all the information from last week's class. And turns out I wrote down the wrong notes. I did this week's notes, but that got me prepared for this week's class. Oh, come on, you can accelerate faster than that, buddy. But it got me prepared for this week's class because it's reinforcement stuff. I'm not going to run this light. And it's a little frustrating because I now have to re-go over notes, which was last week's notes, not this week's, in hopes that I understand it, because somebody is supposed to be sending me their notes, who I guess takes really good notes and pretty much aced the first test, which is what, how did you do that? It's a first test. But yeah, that was a little frustrating. Also, I went and talked to an advisor about my plan for next semester and for the rest of my time at that school. And it's a little confusing on when I had to actually apply for the nursing program. Oh my gosh, dude, your lights are so bright. I am so sorry, guys. I literally have tried filming this video 5 times, and my phone overheats every time because I figured out why. It's because it's plugged into my car to charge, and that just overheats it like no other. So if I don't plug it in, my phone should not cut off. But hopefully that fixes the whole cuts in the video, by the way. But with my plan, it's like I don't know when I'm supposed to take the test to apply, and this person's music's really loud. But I'm really hoping I can figure that out so I can apply for the program in time for classes to work out. So fingers crossed on that. Oh my gosh, dude, you're bright. Nope, not even. I'm not gonna have karma. No, speaking of karma, there's this one woman who I drove by on Monday for my class, who literally drove past me. Like, there was a truck that was kind of like right behind me, but it was in the other lane, and this woman like squeezed past us, and she drove past me, looked me dead in the eye, because I looked over at her because she's going like 75 miles an hour and it's 55, and she looked over and called me the B word. I didn't do nothing. I'm like, nope, karma's gonna bite you in the butt. You can have fun with that, because I ain't gonna deal with that. Nope. By the way, I'm so thirsty right now, and if a video's like very like laggy sort of thing, I'm really sorry. I'm at least hoping that you guys can at least hear me well enough. So fingers crossed on that. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that sorry I'm like jumpy with topics today. There's just been a lot going on. I'm hoping I can figure out when to take this test so I'm in the right program at the right time to make sure I still get my scholarships and stuff, because I don't know if I'm still going to get my scholarships or not, depending on when I apply for the nursing program at my school. Are you trying to get in this lane? No. So fingers crossed I can figure that out. And then also I went to the doctor's on Tuesday, which is not the day before this is posted, but it's a week and a day before, so it's 8 days before I post this video, that I went to the doctor's, and for my back hurting for years, and my feet have been really hurting lately, and I've had really bad migraines, which cause me to be nauseous and dizzy a lot, and I can't really focus my eyes as well as I used to, like a few months ago. So I went to him, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna give you a few prescriptions. So I have 3 prescriptions to try, and then he also wants me to get an MRI on my back and then x-rays on my back and feet to see if we can try and figure out what's wrong. And then in a month I'm gonna have a follow-up with him so we can like go over the test results and everything and make sure that we're gonna be on the right track. So if I have to have physical therapy for my back and feet, then I can do that. And Drax, I'm really hoping that we can just figure that all out, because I'm tired of feeling miserable, because I feel miserable all the time. But on a good note, it's Wednesday, which means I have tomorrow off with no classes, no work. Oh, that's so pretty. So the town I have my classes in actually has, like, by their old mall, it's actually like out of business and everything now, they have a carnival going on, and it's gorgeous. It's like blue green lights. I love it. I really want to go, but it's like really sketchy equipment, because I drove by in the daytime. Like, I drove by like 3 times, and it's just really sketchy carnival equipment, and I don't actually want to ride that because I don't want to die. I'm 19 years old. Oh, see, you guys can see it there. But fingers crossed with the doctors we can get all that sorted out, because I'm tired of being miserable. But what was I saying on a good note? I honestly don't. Oh yeah, tomorrow off with everything. So I don't really have a whole lot of homework to do. I have a lot of homework for one of my classes. Sorry for the darkness. I'm really sorry, you guys. I know this is awful quality, awful, like, YouTuber content sort of stuff, but I can knock out all my homework tomorrow within maybe like 2 hours instead of like all day, because I typically spend all day on Thursday doing homework and watching documentaries. I watch documentaries when I do homework like every Thursday, and I love it because you learn so much, because it's like, it's not too much to where I lose focus, but it's like just enough to like not keep me bored. Like, I'm still interested in what I'm learning. Also, the gas in this town right now is really expensive. It's $3.02 on the gas station I just passed, and it's usually $2.50. And the gas station up ahead, it looks like it's $3.05, and it's typically $2.50 as well. So I don't know why theirs raised, because there's other gas stations in my town that are actually really cheap. Like, not cheap, but it's like a lot cheaper than $3.02 or $3.05. It's actually like $2.80 or $2.90, which saves a lot of money. Because I typically go to this gas station I'm about to hit and get gas from them because it's so cheap. Really nice, considering I don't know if insurance will cover this MRI and x-rays, because if not, I'm really gonna have to use basically my school refund and the back pay from work to cover it, because I don't want my mom having to pay for it, because it's gonna screw her credit over. Also, I owe my mom money for my car payment because it comes out of her bank account and not mine, even though it's in both the cars in both of our names. But also, I owe my dad $300 for 6 months of car insurance, which is going to be so nice. Ooh, that was a nice car I passed. But yeah, it's currently 8:50, and this is an 11.5-minute video. I hope you guys are like really liking these, by the way, because you like literally earlier I checked my video and I had 8 views, or no, I had 5 views in 3 hours. What? Like, honestly, I never expected to get any sort of views that fast, because I'm just a girl who's filming in her car for the past, what, 4 weeks now? And honestly, I love this. Like, this is so much easier for me. I commented on one of the guys' comments, which is my girl, Olivia. Love you to death. Miss you. But she mentioned how she really liked having these regular vlogs or videos and stuff. And I'm like, I honestly love it, because it's so much easier for me to just put my phone up on my dash, on my car mount, and just record and talk as I'm driving to and from class. Because nobody's in the car, just kind of chill. Honestly, it keeps me like really calm, especially considering everything that's been going on with my body, because my anxiety has been really high with it lately, with everything that's been going on, because like I don't know what's wrong, so like that shoots my anxiety through the roof. So like when I am talking like this, it like really calms me down, because I'm not really gonna be like focusing on my road rage, because I have really, really bad road rage. Like, it's honestly like I get so upset with people about the stupidest things. Like earlier, like when that guy like pulled out in front of me, like normally I would be like such the B word about it because of it. I would like scream and honk. I wouldn't honk, but I would be like so upset over like the stupidest things. I'm pretty sure this person behind me doesn't like that I was like braking really early, but it's because I like to be careful and cautious when I'm driving. My family says I drive like an old grandma. I'd rather be safe than sorry, considering it's a brand new car and it's my life and other people's lives on this road. So I'm gonna be careful. I'm not gonna drive recklessly. I'm gonna be safe, yo, and you should be too when you're driving. But yeah, that's a little update on everything that's happened in the past week. I've gone to the doctors, hoping we can get those tests done. Oh, I had to get blood work too done too, if I didn't mention that, because he thinks I might have metabolism imbalance and some other things that we don't really know until we get like the MRI and x-rays for my back and feet. But like with my headaches, he thinks it's a metabolism imbalance most likely, and that's what all my medication is going to be for. My mom actually picked that up today, so I'm really hoping that works. And I will also keep you guys updated on how all that goes. And then also on what will happen school-wise with my school plan on when I'm to actually take the TEAS test and when I should be in the applying for the nursing program, at least for what semester I will be in the actual program if I get accepted. So yeah, see, like, this gas is $3.09. Like, why is gas all of a sudden skyrocketed out of the roof? Also, one last thing, even though this is 15 minutes long now, the construction I've been mentioning in my videos, one of them is, actually they just keep adding construction. Will you, like, let me get over? Thank you, bud. One construction is because they're fixing a bridge by my, like, the main stoplight in my town. Like, one of the three, because they're all on the exact same road. It's on the freaking highway. And that's literally going to be 2.5 months of me having to go around it every freaking day. And I'm frustrated because that's just, I have to add at least 10 to 15 minutes onto my driving schedule because of it. So there's that. And then another construction thing is just that there's like a little dip in the road along the detour for that first construction site, which is a little bit of a pain, but that's okay. But it's in the school zone, which means I have to go 20 miles an hour because apparently in like from like 3 a.m. to 10 p.m. they pulled over 10 people at one point because it was so bad. And I'm not down for that. Like, And then the other construction thing that's going on is that one of the buildings in my town is falling apart. It's like it's actually caving in. And I don't know if they've torn it down yet. I know they were scheduled to tear it down on Monday, but that was 2 days ago that it was supposed to happen. So I don't know if it actually did. Like, it was there this morning when I drove past. And it's been like starting to lean. So like, literally my town issued a, what's it called? It's like a safety thing. And it's like nobody could literally go within like a 4-block radius. Like, all those businesses are shut down, which is literally like the entire portion of my small town. Like, Olivia, you know where like that fountain is by the library? That entire area from there all the way past like where that horse painting is by the diner, and then like all the way like the entire banks, which is like literally a 5-block radius, is shut off. Like, nobody can get in there, which is a little frustrating. But it's a little sad too because there's like a little painting on the side of it that's really sad to see go because it's a butterfly thing and it's got a beautiful quote. But yeah, now that I've gone on for 18.5 minutes, literally the entire drive from school to home, I'm gonna let y'all go. But like, seriously, thank you so much for the love and support you guys have given me on the video so far. And make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Also, make sure to hit that bell button to be notified on when I post every single Wednesday, because it's not a set time. It's just every single Wednesday I'm posting, except for last week because of the concert. Some other stuff that was going on, I posted it on Thursday. So yeah, I would love to see your guys' faces again, and make sure to comment down below on what you think, because I really appreciate the feedback. So yeah, now it's a 19-minute video. I love your guys' faces. Have a good day.